Hello neighbors, this is Mayor Gayle Brill Mittler. This past week was a difficult one here in Highland Park. What should have been a joyous celebration of freedom in Passover and rebirth in Easter was stifled by increased restrictions on our movements, necessary but frustrating, and rising numbers of confirmed coronavirus cases in Highland Park. There was a bit of a problem with the numbers and reports that came in towards the end of last week. Things have been straightened out, and the confirmed number of Highland Park cases through Monday evening is 59. Accurate statistics gathering in this pandemic is a challenge not just in our county. A recent Birkin Record article highlights the various ways that municipalities and counties in New Jersey report or don't report the coronavirus cases in their areas. And a New York Times story outlines how states have different rules about testing for COVID-19 and accounting for deaths where the illness is a factor but not the only cause. If you'd like to read either article, please contact my aide and our public information officer, Harry Glazer, at hglazer@hpboro.com. Despite restrictions on our mobility and lifestyles, you have found creative ways to celebrate this season with virtual contact. Thank you to John Wenz, Vice Chair of our Human Relations Commission, for sharing free mindfulness resources from the Bodhicitta Foundation during this difficult time of isolation for our educators and our students. You can find these exercises at www.breatheforchange.com. Our Arts Commission, led by John Marin and Pandora Scooter, hosted an online spoken word event, Race Matters, on Saturday night. They also have plans in the works for online galleries and other activities. My COVID-19 task force has been hard at work to keep our community safe. We meet by conference call every weekday morning at 9 a.m. Jim Polos, our Office of Emergency Management Coordinator, has worked with this group to devise protocols for our first responders, multifamily dwellings, and housing authority buildings to contain the spread of the virus amongst residents. Our Public Works Department staff has been keeping our borough buildings and police, fire, and first aid vehicles sanitized so that our first responders can safely perform their jobs in protecting all of us during this pandemic. I am grateful as well to the council members who've really stepped up to lead meaningful initiatives at this time. I am working with Council President Phil George on a plan to make new, safe distancing sidewalk trails so residents can walk on our streets safely. I am working with Councilman Matt Hale on programs to help our small businesses get back into operation when the current restrictions are lifted. And Councilwoman Elsie Foster Dublin is a regular and active participant in the daily 9 a.m. COVID-19 Task Force conference calls. HP Gives a Hoot and our community food pantry are still providing food to a large number of families throughout town. Our community services staff and Ashton Burrell at the Teen Center have been working hard to support the efforts of both of these vital community service committees and our active cadre of COPE volunteers. Highland Park Public Schools are also providing meals for families. We are now in week 6 of COVID-19 restrictions. I am beginning the process of planning for the day when we may resume life as somewhat normal. That means preparing our buildings, our services, parks, and recreational activities for the return of human contact. Jim and our OEM team is preparing for this eventuality with built-in protections for residents and employees. Until we arrive at that much longed-for time, we need to stick with the program. So please, stay home as much as possible. If you go out, wear a mask and stay 6 feet or more apart from one another. Stay physically active, eat healthy, and get regular rest. Follow these simple steps and we will get through this faster and safer. Thank you.